Let's get into some phony finals here for NFL Week 8. What stuck out to you as far as teams that won the game, but maybe not in convincing fashion?
Sure, let's go to four games like the Detroit Lions. You know what a turnaround. I still think back to when the Lions went 0-16. And
Mhm.
my favorite cover, they used to have I believe it was the Vegas Insider, but they had a weekly newspaper that you could read in Las Vegas that has since no longer there's a hard copy. But I remember when the Lions went 0-16, they showed the skill position player Kason running the ball, and they go, and those Kasons go rolling along. Well, now the Kasons are rolling along on the positive side. Okay, the Lions killed Tennessee, or did they? Tennessee actually won the stats by a lot. Not a little, by a lot, but you get long kick returns and four turnovers, and you are going to murder your opponent. So, yeah, I mean, I upgraded Detroit and lower Tennessee, but just by half a point. Very misleading. If a 38-point win can be misleading.
Yeah, I tweeted this out and I was watching this game as, points were being put up, especially in that first half. And I said that the special teams of the Detroit Lions was absolutely crushing the Tennessee Titans there. Like you mentioned, they had those three long kickoff returns and punt returns there as well. If I told you at the end of the game that Jared Goff had only thrown for 85 passing yards, he did have three touchdowns there, but you would have probably thought this would have been a little bit more closer than it was, as the score indicates here. But like you mentioned, the stats really in favor of the Tennessee Titans, and I'm glad, Fez, this week you didn't go for the Tennessee Titans, because I know they've been a little bit of a thorn in your side to start this season here. But again, like you mentioned, 416 to 225 total yards in favor of the Tennessee Titans, 5.9 yards per play for the Titans compared to 4.8. But again, a lot of that had to do with the field position that the Detroit Lions were getting to. Take us over to your next one. What else we got for phony finals?
Let's go Atlanta, Tampa Bay. So Tampa comes up short on the scoreboard, but stats, they won the first down, win the yardage, yards per play, even. Now I know Tampa did trail by 14 late in the game, so a little misleading, but still with the stats where they're at, I did not upgrade or downgrade either team based upon the disparity between the scoreboard and the statistics.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, again, the interceptions are starting to pile up for him a little bit. Over the last three starts he's at seven interceptions total, at least two in each of the last three starts that he has made for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, a lot of those have also come. I was watching this game as well. A lot of those were coming in the red zone there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Baker Mayfield there. So, hopefully they are able to correct that. I know they were dealing with plenty of injuries, especially on the receiving group, missing Mike Evans, missing Chris Godwin for the rest of the season. Here are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But yeah, Falcons get the job done in a big NFC South matchup there, as they now improve to 5-3 to the Falcons, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now fall 4-4 on the season. What else we got for phony finals here, Steve?
Jets, New England. How the heck did New England win this
Oh,
game? So they got outgained by 100 yards. New England only gained 247 yards per play, 6 versus 4. So a 3-2 advantage there. First downs advantage, Jets. I know they kicked some field goals on fourth and short, but I could not downgrade a team that wins the yards per play by 2. So no change in the ratings. I know the Jets are 2-6, and I still have them as an above average team, and that's crazy, but I have to keep them there.
yeah. I mean, what do you make of this Jets team? I mean, obviously, it's been like you mentioned. They lose here to the New England Patriots. They're 2-6 on the season. We knew that the Devontae Adams trade was going to be happening sooner rather than later for this New York Jets team. I think at some point, Aaron Rodgers needs to start taking accountability for how he's been playing for this New York Jets team. And also, it could be a coaching thing here as well. But this team had high expectations coming into the season. I mean, now they're 2-6. They're on a short week here against the Houston Texans on Thursday Night Football. I mean, if you're a Jets fan, or I mean, even if a Jets ticket holder for their season win total, how are you feeling right now about this Jets team? I know you said you're not downgrading them, but at some point, something's got to give here with this Jets team.
You nailed it. I mean, I'm going to put it on Aaron Rodgers. I'm always going to put it on the quarterback when things like they have to use 3 timeouts in the first quarter, and
Yeah.
then they talk, oh, they're getting the plays in too late. I don't care. Of like, if I'm Peyton Manning and like my idiot coach can't get me the play, Omaha, I'm taking matters into my own hands. And frankly, I'm shocked. It's almost like the army that it seems like there's such a hierarchy that no one like wants to break rank. And I'll use an example in college football. Utah State took the lead with 11 minutes to play. They're up 1 and they kicked the extra point to go up 2. It almost cost them the game. And it's like, everyone should be fired. The entire coaching staff, like the assistant to the ball boy, should grab the coach and say, "You got to go for 2 here. Fire me if I'm wrong." It's like how it's like these guys. No one on the Utah State football team has ever seen a football game before that's been played in the fourth quarter. I mean, how is it even possible at an academic institution that can be that can occur? So the same thing, like if you're moving too slow, that's on the quarterback. You know what? Practice longer and tell these guys we're staying another 2 hours. I don't care what the union what the union contract says about how long we're going to work. No one's going home until we get this fixed.